we're absolutely delighted with Sherpa Kids. There was a demand for it. Our biggest worry was that we didn't have room for it, but that's not an issue because they have a pop-up service and they can set up in any room. So it's set up in 2 rooms in our school at the moment. There's no additional workload on our staff, and the room is left absolutely spotless afterwards. The boys love being in a familiar environment, and they're collected from their classroom at 2 o'clock and at 3 o'clock, and they love it.
So it was a question of us trusting each other really to establish something for the first time in Ireland and in the school. It's a lot of responsibility from Sherpa's point of view and from the school's point of view as well, because you're minding, the most precious things like people's children, and you can't take any risks. And what I was impressed with really was that it adapted to the school's needs, because it was important for us that we could tailor a product that the parents would need. The children have enjoyed it, they really have, and they kind of participate in so many different activities after school that it's a great benefit to them.
Yeah, the aftercare sector is big. It ranges from highly expert, very well trained people to very informal caregivers and so on. So there's an issue with quality. I mean, parents don't know who they're leaving their children with. There have been 1 or 2 very well publicised cases of abuse. I'm not saying that happens all the time, but people worry about that. So your brand is important.
Very. Part of my attraction to this brand was the fact that this is a big sector in South Africa, but its standards are not formalised. And the markets that I looked at were Australia, New Zealand and the UK, where not only is education curricularised, but aftercare, childcare, there are national quality structures in place. So that's really what Sherpa Kids is bringing South African schools and parents, is the opportunity for an aftercare solution which has a curriculum backing, not in education. So we believe in learning through play, developmental outcomes, and teaching children things like teamwork, leadership, responsibility, self-management, etc., but through fun, structured activities.
I'm here at the franchise show here in Excel London, and I'm with John Gears from Sherpa Kids. Hello, John.
Hi there.
Can you just first of all start by telling me a little bit about Sherpa Kids?
Yeah, well, Sherpa Kids is a childcare business. We specialise in breakfast clubs, after-school clubs and holiday programmes. It's a business from New Zealand. It's the market leader in New Zealand. It's been established for over 15 years in over 100 schools in New Zealand. And this year we took the opportunity to bring it over to the UK.
Fantastic. So what was it specifically about the business in New Zealand that you saw as an opportunity to bring over here?
Well, the need in this market in the UK is enormous. There's thousands and thousands, if not millions, of working parents who really struggle to drop their children off at school at the time when the school opens and pick them up when the school closes, because that's a very short period of time compared to a working day. So the need was there. The reason that I decided to go to New Zealand to bring the model back is that they have standards and procedures in New Zealand and in Australia where the business also operates, which are quite considerably in excess of the standards and regulations that are required to run a business of this nature in the UK. So I'm bringing back, if you like, a Premier League business to operate against a Division 1 market, if you like, if I can use that analogy.